Now I may have too much open for this to work properly. I'm hoping it's not the case. Let's have a look. Make sure you've imported all of your movies, movies and pictures particularly, into the new iPhoto if you're going to start on this. I have done that. And it works with events, which are fantastic, so that if you click on them you'll get, as you move through them without even clicking, you get a whole bunch of different photos. You can see what's in the event. That is not a dead duck, by the way. That's a duck who's asleep. That's Billy, who you shall see later. Ducks are extremely funny. Okay, now I'll just quit iPhoto to give me a bit more memory. And let's work on this. I'll show you how you put a photo page in. And this, I think, is just brilliant. Honestly, it's so good. Click on the plus. Choose photos in whatever one you want, and photos comes up. It's got a number of photos and things on it. My photos, that's alright. In fact, I'm going to call this Billy. He's one of my favourite ducks. He's the first duck I ever really brought up from an egg. So he's totally imprinted on me, and he's just such a sweet boy. It's Khaki Campbell. Cross Indian runner, a dark Indian runner. His father's called Frank, and his mother, I can't remember who his mother was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You actually don't know because ducks steal each other's eggs, so it could have been any mum. Okay, so Billy when young, Y-O-U-N-G. That's what I'm going to put here. So I'm a great believer in simplicity. My Bill. That'll do. My Billy. Okay, now get over this. Dave, get over it. Right. I've clicked on the photos thing. I'm going to look at the photo section. You've got a number of different things here. Photo sharing. You can have download size small, medium, high quality. If you're going to put a lot on, make sure that it's small. Allow users to subscribe. It's up to you. You know, if people want to see changes in photos, it's always a good thing to do. Allow comments. That's very dangerous because you never know what you're going to get. Display comment indicator is always a good idea. I'm going to allow comments. It says allowing comments lets site visitors post messages on your blog, podcast, or photo page entries. You can manage comments in the following ways. You can delete them, and you can password protect the site. So that's alright. Okay, we'll do that. Not sure about allowing attachments though, so I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my bill here. I'm pretty sure this is the one with lots of Billy in it. Yeah, it is. Okay, you can see I can see all. It's an event, right? Because I've gone up here and I've clicked on events. And I've chosen the event Billy, and I'm going to do this. This is how simple it is. I'm dragging the event, which has 131 photos in it, and I'm just dropping it on, baby. And there it is. Heaps and heaps of Billy. More Billies than you can poke a stick at. And he's just such a sweet baby. He grew up slowly. He still comes to me. Okay, now what can we do with that? Well, we can change the album style, and there are heaps of different styles you can change. I rather like this one. It looks like the old time albums, and see how they come out with a sort of white border. And it's quite nice. That I quite like that. That's me. You can show pagination, which is a good idea because there's only 99. I've got 130 odd photos, 131. I've got 99 on the page, and if you go down to the, so actually you don't need to go on the bottom, it's there. You can go from 1 to 2 pages. Even though it only actually shows 1 page here, it produces 2 pages without any problems. Caption lines, well, as you can see, my captions are pretty rubbish, so I'm not going through all my photos to put captions on, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I don't have any captions at all. They speak for themselves. Show all photos. Yes, I do want to show all photos, or show pagination. No, I might just leave it on the pagination. That looks better. rather than putting them all on one page. And you can space them differently. You can have a number of columns, 3 or 4 or 6 or just 1, but I think 3 is probably reasonable. It defaults to that. If you go this way with the spacing, you get more space between them. I don't really think you need a lot of space if you've got a frame on it, so I'm going to go back this way, and I'm going to go down here and have a look. That looks pretty good. So I've got the album style, the pagination, the columns, right. Okay, so that's a photo grid all sorted. Now I've got this bit sorted too, allowing comments. Now the slideshow, do I want a slideshow? Yes, I'm going to enable a slideshow, and I'm going to have dissolves, and I can have transitions, I meant, and I reckon random. I always like random because they're always kind of interesting. Show reflection, nah, don't need reflection, don't need captions. Full screen's a bit like taking over the whole computer, so I don't think I'll do that, because people find it sometimes difficult to get out of it if they want to, whereas if they can see the rest of their desktop, they don't feel so panicked. You never know what's happening behind it, you see. So I don't think full screen's a necessity. And that's basically all you need to do. Now what's incredible is you can go and publish that, so you get them all. If you click on one, you get this fantastic view, which is me looking like I'm drunk. Let me just drag myself down a bit. There's Billy poking out of my scarf. I brought him up on the inner scarf. He's such a sweet boy. And you can actually pick, like all sorts of different photos. I'll show you one of the best, I reckon. One of the most fantastic photos is here somewhere of Billy. He was an extremely funny duck, and at that stage we used to worry about him. So he had a nappy. I had to make a nappy for him, or a diaper, as the Americans call them. And that's Billy with his diaper on. He wasn't impressed, and we ended up not bothering with the rest of the ducks and just keeping him in different spots. But he was extremely sweet boy, and he slept absolutely on his side, just flat out. He'd just fall asleep on you. That was it. So, I loved him. I still love him. He's a wonderful duck. But I have many ducks now. He is one of many. There he is eating. So, yeah, so there you are. You've got that wonderful thing. You can go through previous. You can go through, like, one at a time, changing to... There he is. Look at that little boy. Here's Heather with him. He's looking closely at her. He's so sweet. Yeah, so there you are. That's what slideshows do to you. They just send you crazy. Once again, you can change it to, might change it to Billy. And that then comes up here in the menu of Billy. So that's really the photo slideshow. It's so simple, it's ridiculous. The ability to look at it in different ways. You can slide that up and down. You can have it set that it plays. You can play it as a slideshow there, play the slideshow. You can download the particular photo. You can go back to the album. All done for you, the whole lot. And that would be a really complex job in writing it in code. You wouldn't want to do that in code. So I reckon it's pretty cool. And I might go on